when you create a safe space and you have relationships and environments that give you the same safety as food, you're not going to feel like you need to be perfect all the time. You're not going to feel like everything is all or nothing or life and death. You're not going to feel like you need to control everything to be okay. You'll be able to be with some emotional discomfort because you've created safe spaces for yourself. And then you want to learn how to practice self-compassion. And this is something that I really I just, I repeat over and over again in the mentorship with the women in it is practicing self-compassion, that I even have an entire section of nervous system rewiring session, meditation, self-compassion sessions with affirmations, because one of the hardest part of breaking free from emotional eating is realizing that you will have moments when you turn to food. And that's okay. Right? So you will have moments when it's not perfect. You will have moments like I do, right? I still turn to food sometimes. I just don't judge myself for it, and I don't let myself go to the dark place where I stuff myself and I try to use food to create emotional safety or take my power back, right? I'm able to meet myself with kindness. I'm able to pause. I'm able to not shame myself. I'm able to, instead of spiraling, ask myself what I really need in this moment and not let it go too far. Right? Because at the end of the day, like I said in the beginning, we have been neurobiologically wired to, relate to food from a place of, sensation. And there is an emotional connection we have to food. And that is something that's fine. We don't need to be like, you know, robotic with food, but we don't want it to be the one in the driver's seat, right? We don't want to put ourselves in a position where we're not the ones that are in control. And self-compassion and having the practice of self-compassion really, really in the forefront of your toolkit, your emotional toolkit, is huge. It's huge for recovering from emotional eating, and it's huge for being able to continue to have an emotional relationship with food that doesn't feel like it controls you or that it's going to overwhelm you. Okay. And so if you're listening to this and you are, again, thinking, this is me, I don't know how to feel stable without food, I want you to know that you're not alone. There are so many people, including me, that have felt this way for such a long time. And the thing is it takes time, patience, and support to really detangle yourself from these ingrained behaviors, beliefs, reactions, right? This is all like nervous system stuff and belief stuff. And you don't have to figure it out overnight, right? This process is not about never turning to food for comfort, right? It's not about never, it's not about never turning to food again, right? Like I still have a frustrating conversation or, an annoying, a disappointing relational exchange with someone, and I come home and sometimes I'll go to the cabinet and have some, uh, Sour Patch Kids. Watermelon Sour Patch Kids are like my favorite thing, right? That's for sure an emotional thing. But I don't black out or numb out and eat the whole thing trying to escape something, right? I am fully aware that I know that I'm like doing it. So, I do it responsibly. And I also ask myself what I'm really needing in the moment. And I give myself what I need in the moment while maybe I'm doing this. And then I put the food away and I give myself more of the non-food stuff in the moment. Okay. And doing that for years now, I've learned to trust myself, right? I've learned to be able to engage with food in this way that allows me to sometimes tap it for, you know, for pleasure, for like emotional, like, stuff. But it's not my anchor, right? I can handle chaos. I can have chaos in life, and I don't turn to food, right? I don't feel like I need to hyper focus on calories and macros and all these different things in order to feel productive or in control over my weight or overeating, right? Like I trust in my own choices with eating and food and know that I will put up a boundary with myself if need be. And I know that it's coming from a compassionate, self loving place.